I'm Chris, you're watching FRAG-MENTAL. 12 months ago I put together my 2019 wish list and I thought it might be kind of fun to see how many I actually bought off that list. Did I buy any? Did I buy all of them? To find out, stay tuned to FM.
Happy New Year and welcome to my first FRAG-MENTAL video of 2019. I thought I'd put together a wish list, stroke, birthday list of fragrances I'd like to pick up this coming year. Stay tuned to FM.
There was little old me from 12 months ago, hoping, wishing my little socks off that I'd get some of those fragrances. Now I'm going to tell you that I didn't get all of them, but I did get some of them. There was a lot on that list, so it was probably a little bit unrealistic to think that I would get all of them, and you know, a wish list isn't reality, it's just a wish list. I finished that video and I realised that there were loads of fragrances that I didn't include on that list that I was also wishing for, and some of those I did end up with, so I'll talk about those at the end of the video. What I'm going to do is remind you of each of those items on my 2019 wish list and then let you know whether I bought it or not. So let's dive in.
I'd love to pick up a bottle of, and I probably won't pay full retail for this, but if I see a good price in a Facebook group for a partial, I'd really love to add Creed Viking to my collection.
Oh, how I love Creed Viking. Sadly, I did not manage to buy Creed Viking. It's an expensive fragrance. I'm not going to pay full retail. I've been keeping my eye on Facebook groups and various groups on the internet. It does come up as partials, but it's still really expensive. I've just not really ever felt like I'm in a position to pull the trigger on it, so it still eludes me. I have some clones, so I can wear those for the time being, so Viking is still on my wish list. I will do a 2020 wish list, and Viking will probably still be on there because I would hope that I can pick it up this year. I can wish. Anyway, let's see what's next.
I have two from Parfums de Marly. I would really love to pick up Herod, and the other one I really adore. I think it's so versatile, I think it's so refined and elegant, beautiful niche fragrance, and it's Layton Exclusif.
I did not get Layton Exclusif, and I did not get Herod. I did have decants of those fragrances which I have used up this year. I have been checking out prices. Layton Exclusif always seems to be quite pricey, never really find a good price on that one, and Herod, you can get a reasonable price on it, but I haven't seen it as low as I had seen it last year, so until I kind of see it go that low again, I really don't want to pay more than I have to. So I think I'll probably find some kind of sale. Maybe Notino has good prices on it, so maybe when the price dips on Notino, maybe I'll pick it up from there. But as yet, no Herod, no Layton Exclusif. We're not doing too well, are we? What's the next one? I
love the Tom Ford Private Blend. I have a few on the shelf. I'd love a bottle of Tuscan leather. I know that it's renowned for not necessarily being the most crowd-pleasing of fragrances, but I don't care about that. I just love wearing it so much that the scent of Tuscan leather off my skin over the course of a day is just beautiful. The other one that I'd love to pick up from Private Blend is Noir de Noir. Again, I have a small sample and I have clones. It's a beautiful chocolate rose scent. It reminds me of Turkish Delight, and I just think it's a really sensual, elegant scent.
Yes, we've got one. I picked up Tuscan leather and I was very lucky with this one actually, because one of my subscribers has a contact at Tom Ford and I managed to get brand new bottle, full presentation for half the retail price. So I was really pleased about that. So this is a full bottle of Tuscan leather really. I've worn it a few times and I feel the same way about it. I absolutely love this scent. For me, it's very pleasing to wear, very gratifying to wear. And I don't really, I smell this, I don't get why it's so divisive. I don't get why so many females out there don't really like it, including my own wife actually. I think it's the leather component of it. I don't get it, I love it. Very glad to have it in my collection. Noir de Noir, I don't yet have. I really enjoy that fragrance. I still would maybe want to pick it up, but I've got Onyx from Aaron Terence Hughes, and that's along the same lines, but I think it's better, I think it's stronger, I get better performance. So I'm quite happy with that one for the time being. Maybe I'll see an offer I can't refuse on Noir de Noir and I'll pick it up, but for now, I'm happy without it. Let's see what's next.
The next one I'd really love to add is by Killian's Back to Black. The cologne I've been using is from Perfume Parlour, which is fantastic. I've tested that directly against the original and you know, there's hardly any difference as far as I can tell.
Sadly, I did not pick up Back to Black, but you heard me mention the Perfume Parlour version, which was sent to me because they had a new presentation that they wanted to get my opinion on. And smelling this and comparing it again with the original, had a small sample of the original, I kind of decided that I prefer this. The original is a little more refined, a little more elegant, but I find this a bit more muscular, a bit more robust, a little rougher around the edges, but I kind of like that. I think it adds some masculinity. And performance is better for me with this one over the original. So, you know what? I'm happy with this one.
Another one, again, which I have clones and I've gone through decants of, is Naxos. Another of my favourite tobacco scents. You all know I love tobacco.
I did not get Naxos, it still eludes me. I'd love to get it at some point because I think the presentation is beautiful and the juice is exquisite. I've been looking around for deals, not really seen anything come up. If anyone knows of anything, please point me in the right direction. But I'm not going to pay full retail for this because it is a lot to pay. Also, I have great interpretations from Dua and Alexandria. I think they're really close to the original. I get a great performance, so I can enjoy that Naxos DNA through those fragrances. Maybe I'll pick it up at some point, but for now, the clones are just that good. All right, let's see what's next.
The next one, I've recently just been wearing over the last 2 days, so I really do need to explore this one further, but I think it's an instant love for me. And it's Guerlain Vetiver Eau de Toilette.
So in that video, I was pretty convinced I was going to pick this one up just because it's so cheap. It's around £30 for 100ml, and I did. I am now the proud owner of Guerlain's Vetiver Eau de Toilette. This one is beautiful. I can't quite believe the cost of this. I feel like the quality of this goes way beyond the price that you'll pay for it. If you like masculine vetiver scents, if you like a little bit of freshness to the scent, old school style cologne, then this one is probably going to fit the bill. This is got a little bit of tobacco, so it has some darker elements to it as well as those brighter citruses. But it's a beautiful scent, very proud to have it, and for the cost, no brainer. All right, what's next?
The next one is from Print Parfums and it's called Turkish Leather.
I did not get Turkish leather, don't know why, just didn't get it.
It's called Maasai Mara from the House of Badu. A house I've never heard of, a fragrance I've never heard of, and this fragrance is absolutely beautiful. It's dried fruits, it's resinous, I even get maybe a bit of tobacco in there. It's a scent that is right up my street. It's a slightly darker scent.
I did not pick up Maasai Mara, even though it's a pretty good price online, I think around £70 a bottle. But Nigel from the channel 2 Cents Worth, he sent me a decant of this. I wear it from time to time, really enjoy it, but I've still got some juice in that decant left, so I've not really been motivated to buy a full bottle of this yet. Next one.
It's Nasomatto's Pardon. I have Black Afghano, Boronda, and Duro. Just had to check on the shelf up there, and I would really love to add Pardon to my collection. I love the Nasomatto bottles, and to have those 4, I think, is my favourites from the house lined up on my shelf would be great. So Pardon is beautiful scent, one that I will hopefully grab this year.
Yes, I did pick up Pardon. I saw a pretty decent price for it on the Tino. It wasn't a lot of money off, but I think I picked it up for somewhere between £80 and £90. You rarely see Pardon discounted, so I snapped it up. I think I had a little code as well that I used for Notino, so I got it a little bit cheaper than what it was selling for. If you do see Pardon discounted and you really want this fragrance, I would get it straight away because you're not going to see it discounted very often, or at least in my experience, I haven't. This is a great example to me of commercial niche perfumery. This is just, it satisfies the niche requirements, so it has a complexity. It's intensely enjoyable to wear, but it also gets nice comments. I've had some compliments wearing this. It's got a nice oud chocolate balance. There's a bit of floral in here as well. If you want to wear a fragrance that's quite empowering, maybe adds a little bit of confidence, that is very pleasing for those around you to smell, so it has some mass appeal, I can highly recommend Pardon. I love the whole Nasomatto range. It's one of my favourite niche lines. Pardon, I think, is just about my favourite. Bloody gorgeous. All right, what's next?
Join the Scent Geeks every Monday as we podcast about all things fragrance. You'll find us anywhere you can usually find a podcast. Links are in the description below this video. See you there, geeks.
few houses that I need to explore more. Two that just came to mind when I was putting together this birthday list is Jovoy. So the house is Mancera. I think I'll probably try and maybe pick up some kind of sample set or discovery set. I'm not sure if Mancera do them.
Yep, I absolutely love Jovoy. I think they're a great line. I own pretty much all of their house, I think, in sample form. I don't have any bottles as yet. I will down the line, but so far really been enjoying Jovoy. Mancera, you know what? I smell Mancera every time I go in a store and I really enjoy them. I don't think any of them really have spoken to me enough to really go out there and find a good price on a partial or pay full retail. So I've not yet added Mancera, and I've not really explored the full line because I've not managed to get my hands on any kind of sample set. So Mancera is still a house I need to look into further. All right, next up.
The scent I'm talking about is a stunning scent that I'd love to pick up a bottle. It's Andy Towers' Layton Desert Marocain.
I am thrilled to be able to tell you I am now the proud owner of Layton Desert Marocain. I was very lucky. Le Centers in London gave me this bottle after I handed over £100, so I am lucky to have this one. And it is just an exquisite scent. Now, my decant of this was drained by my daughters 12 months ago, so I've not smelled this for 12 months. So I bought this bottle, and I've got to tell you, smelling it again, it just takes you to another place. Well, I guess the Moroccan desert, but it wows me. It's sweet, it's powdery, it's rich, it's luxurious, it's smooth, it's easy to wear, it's crowd pleasing. I just can't fault this scent. In fact, I would go as far as to say that this is probably a modern day masterpiece. Well done, Andy Tower. I know this is hyped up a lot. It is for good reason. I'm probably one of the last people in the world to have this fragrance, but I am very happy to now have it in my collection. So that completes the list. It was a big list, and I think it was a little bit unrealistic to think that I would get everything off that list. Even if I'd only managed to buy one fragrance off that 2019 wish list, I would have been very happy. But I got 4. So I think 4's all right. I think 4's a good number, and we can't own everything, you know, we just can't do it, and we can still aspire to, at some point, save up and buy those fragrances that we really love. And when you do finally get enough money to buy them, it feels all the more gratifying to have worked for it and saved up for it. So some of those still on my wish list, I'll hopefully pick up in the future. There was more I could have included on that list, and a lot of it didn't occur to me until after the video. But I didn't want the video to be too long anyway. 2 fragrances that I could have quite easily included on that list, which I have managed to pick up this year, were House of Sillage No. 1, which is a beautiful gourmandish fragrance that to me has a little bit of a boozy quality as well. Gorgeous presentation, not cheap fragrances, but I met the guys at House of Sillage at Essence, and they very kindly gifted me this bottle, so I am very, very lucky to have this one. Great performance, amazingly pleasing to wear, so glad to have that one. And another fragrance that I've wanted since I got their discovery set over 2 years ago now is from Imaginary Authors. I think my favourite from the house is Memoirs of a Trespasser, but just behind that one, I would say, is Cape Heartache, and I am now lucky enough to have this one as well. Just picked this one up recently. This is like a forest, so it's got some camphorous, some green qualities. One of the imaginary notes in this is old growth, and it just conjures those images of walking through an ancient forest and just smelling the kind of ancient wood around you. So all that greenness is balanced with a sweet strawberry, which is a combination that I would never have thought would work, but it does. It's beautiful, very, very pleasing scent to wear, and I'm very glad to now own this one. Okay, so that's it. I just thought it'd be fun to look back at my wish list from 12 months ago and see what I actually got through the year. I think I did all right. I'm happy with my purchases. Did you have a wish list last year? If you did, let me know what you picked up. Did you manage to get everything? Did you get nothing? Let me know. I would love to hear what you wished for and what you actually got. I'll probably do a 2020 wish list as well. That'll come out soon after this video, and then maybe in 2021, January 2021, I will do another one of these videos where I look back over the last 12 months and see what I actually picked up. I think it's kind of fun and interesting to do that. So, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it useful. Remember, keep tuning into FM and keep smelling good.